Hello. Today I want to talk about the nature piece about investigation of UK biobank cohort reveals causal association of self-reported walking pace with telomere length. This is something which is not new, which we intuitively know for a long time ago, and before I return to original publication in Nature, which is published on 20th of April 2022, I just want to make connection with something I heard of a long time ago. Basically, the phenomenon of forest bathing has a name, Shinrin-yoku, in Japan. And actually that term, which is investigated widely, and I will also bring the link for several publications about that, is actually describing the practice of enjoying and bathing in the beautiful nature of trees in forests, and also inhaling this atmosphere, because all the trees are emitting certain chemicals in the air which can benefit human health. The term Shinrin-yoku was coined by Japanese Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries in 1982. I would like to have such a ministry which is tackling those issues. And basically this practice became very popular in the 90s as an answer to increased number of suicides, increased number of burnout in fast-paced living, modern living and technology. And actually people wanted to emphasize, all the Japanese early accepted that the focus on nature around you, and for that matter anything living around you, is improving your mental health, and on top of that improving your physical health. This practice of forest bathing, or taking in the forest atmosphere, was well described in the literature. For example, one of the publications which are published since 2010 are the physiological effect of Shinrin-yoku, taking in the forest atmosphere or forest bathing, evidence from field experiments in 24 forests across Japan. I love how Japanese are taking that so seriously, because it is important. To be honest, I found out Japanese culture very interesting, and I wonder how that comes that they are easily accepting those very important things, when in Western culture people are thinking long time about that, debating but not using anything practical. I'm really of opinion that everyone should follow the tradition of Japanese of tree bathing. But what does that have to do with real physiological health? So the results are out. And actually University of Leicester is the place where this genetic research was performed and published in Nature. The title of the piece is Investigation of a UK biobank cohort reveals causal association of self-reported walking pace with telomere height. First of all, what are the telomeres? Telomeres are cap of the cells, and when cells replicate, it is a limited number of times how many times the cell can replicate. The telomeres are something like the boundary of a shoelace, which is actually preventing it to get loose. But in the end, the telomere condition in every individual is the most reliable marker of biological age. It doesn't have to be directly connected on the date when someone is born. Basically, what they explored, they wanted to establish the connection between biological aging, the physiological state of someone's health, illustrated by a marker of LTL, leukocyte telomere length, and the pace of walking. Basically, they had really huge sample size. It is larger than 400,000 people. And they actually examined what is the connection of 10 minutes brisk walk with biological age of persons who were participating in that study via UK biobank. And they found out that 10 minutes walk is actually made those people in average 16 years younger than their peers, people who were born on the same year. What is important here is the dynamic, because the length of the task didn't matter so importantly, but the brisk walk, the dynamic of walk, the average of effort those people invested in it, actually led to overall effect that they were biologically younger. To conclude, we can say that okay, we know that spending some time in nature and having physical exercise is important, but this is the first proof that by brisk walking of even 10 minutes a day, you can really do something for the overall biological health, because that affects your telomeres. So, when somebody calls you to go for a walk, please don't refuse. Even 10 minutes can significantly enlarge your lifespan. I'm serious. Thank you for listening.